Hey folks, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at the tiniest new wizard companion, Chana the Zenithwing. Before we dive in, I want to give Renegade Game Studios a quick thank you for including Chana with the Embers of War figures they sent to me for review. I've left unaffiliated links to their product page below. We're going to be looking at the premium painted edition today. Chana is a small beast who is summoned to Valhalla by the Valkyrie General Ular. With the ability to heal wizards and other fellow beasts, Chana can be quite the asset to the elven magic users under the leaf of the home tree. Indeed, more wizards pledge their allegiance to Ular than all other Valkyrie generals combined. This means that Chana will find no shortage of synergies within her new home on Valhalla. As her 30-point cost would imply, her stat block is modest, boasting no obvious strengths at first glance. 3 life paired with 3 defense isn't exactly frail, so you can expect roughly the same amount of board presence as you would Anshu the Welkanai. The parallels between these two are going to be important to examine, but before we get there, let's take a closer look at Chana's army card and her pair of special powers. The first, Renew 12, probably isn't a Logan's Run reference, but a slug can dream. With this power, Chana can heal an adjacent friendly wizard or beast, so long as she is within range of a wizard herself. I kind of see this as a mechanical confirmation that Chana is merely a conduit for the magic channeled from her master. She may shape it into healing energies, but that power doesn't come from within. If Chana is separated or strays too far, Renew becomes inert. Personally, I'm not certain this stipulation was mandatory, as the ways in which you could abuse this power seem relatively fringe to me. As the 20-point elf wizard Kintella Gwyn already exists, gaining access to this healing in an army that otherwise wouldn't have it is easily circumvented. Nonetheless, a 45% chance to heal a wound from a more significant figure might be worth jumping through a few hoops to achieve, especially since many of Chana's healing targets can activate her through bonding. Command Familiar is a new special power that has found itself on several Dryan Wizards army cards, and they are squarely at the top of the list when it comes to figures who should be drafted alongside Chana. Giving yourself access to a plentiful supply of healing without having to waste order markers to do so is definitely one of the most cost-effective ways to use Chana in the game. Even though Ular summoned Chana to aid Helucia specifically, there may be better bonders if we look to our allies. Of the latest Dryan Wizards, I think the obvious best pairing is with Iwashia, Master of Tides. In addition to being able to lay siege to an opponent's army at a distance, Iwashia boasts 2 attributes that Chana craves: low life and high defense. This combination, paired with Iwashia's price tag of 115 points, ensures that Chana is essentially earning her cost every time she successfully heals a wound. While it may be tempting to pit Chana with someone like Helucia, Renew loses its potency rather quickly when it's forced to try to keep pace with a figure constantly accumulating wounds. Helucia's high life and low defense means that he doesn't much care if a wound is added or removed, it's all the same to him. Iwashia, on the other hand, benefits greatly from an ability that can help offset what is probably her biggest weakness, her low life stat. If you can renew 1 or 2 wounds from her card over the course of a game, then you've essentially extended her longevity by 50%, a not insubstantial amount. Add to this the psychological factor. If your opponent sees you successfully reverse the damage that they fought so hard to inflict onto an entrenched Iwashia, they may just shift their focus and start attacking the healer instead. At first, this might seem like an undesirable outcome, but remember, every attack that Chana can pry away from targeting Iwashia is 1 less attack Iwashia has to endure. Keeping wounds off of your critical figures is what Chana is here for, and simply baiting an attack or 2 could be worth the price of admission in and of itself. Chana can also be a bit of a nuisance in other ways. Stealth flying paired with 5 move allows her to pop up in situations that your opponent might not expect. My recommendation is to use Chana unpredictably at times. Tethering your opponent is yet another way to protect your key figures after all. I'm reminded of Dr. Morden Solis's advice. There are lots of ways to help people. Playing the role of the healer is only one of them. I alluded to it earlier, but we should spend a little bit of time comparing the two most similar familiars, Chana and Anshu. With nearly identical stat blocks, Anshu takes on a bit more of an offensive role, while Chana gravitates towards the opposite. Anshu's ability to launch 2 ranged attacks a turn, or swoop in to lob 4 dice from height, is a tough deal to pass up on. You do have to pay a little bit more for it, but I think in most situations, it's probably worth it. Ironically, Halucia and Anshu is a much more mechanically sound pairing than what LR intended. Chana is just going to see less universal use than Anshu, and I think that's fine. Healers are somewhat of a niche unto themselves in Heroscape, as killing your enemy is almost always preferable to simply mitigating damage. Still, in certain situations, I think Chana might be the better call. Iwashia is definitely the figure I think benefits most from Renew, though there are other off-the-wall choices. Chana paired with Mimring has potential, though you'll need Quintella to tag along to chaperone. Additionally, I've had a lot of success incorporating Chana into Halachot builds before. Halachot's unique Command of the Wild ability allows for 2 beast bonds per turn, and that can easily overcome the opportunity cost of activating Chana instead of someone more offense-orientated. Once Halachot tires of throwing endless ice trolls or swags at your opponent, Chana can swoop in and top them back up. With Chana's support and Halachot's beefy stat block, this combo can be tough for a battle-ravaged enemy to face off against in the endgame. Lastly, team games can be another great way to get Chana onto the battlefield. Renew specifies that it can heal friendly figures, and yes, that means those of your teammate as well. Imagine if you both brought your own Chana back to Washia's, healing each other and creating a communal pool to channel Twister special attacks from. Double trouble. While there are already stronger healers in the game, none of them can be found for less than 30 points. Chana occupies a unique niche and can help determine if your wizards will fall too quickly or survive to the endgame. Just as long as you don't expect the world from this little Zenithwing, I doubt she'll let you down. Thanks for watching, everyone. I've been your host, RR Slugger, and until next time, happy scaping.